Hello, everyone, and welcome to the podcast. This is Resonant Moon Weekly Tarot. I am Nyx, or Resonant Moon, your friendly Enby Tarot Reader, and today we are going to be covering this week's card pull. I know I was not present last week, but last weekend I was doing some heavy learning with one of my teachers, and so it just was not the time. Was not the time to do the podcast. However, we are back. We already have some messages. So the beginning of the stream, first of all, I introduced the stream. So hi. Secondly, I need to tell you that we are using the Crow Tarot by MJ Cullinane. It is a beautiful deck. It is a deck that I really enjoy. And for you all who are watching live on Twitch, or you who are watching on YouTube, this is bonus stuff. Like, you get the jumping cards, you get to see me flub up, but you also get a more raw version of what we do. And the jumping cards is a big factor in that. Now, the first thing I'm noticing here with this Seven of Wands is that we have one crow who's looking out and thinking nothing's wrong, but then we've got all these other crows down here that are chilling and maybe keeping their eyes on things that they shouldn't. So let's find out what it says for Seven of Wands. The crow tries to defend his territory at the top of the mountain. The approaching crows are all too eager to knock him down and take his spot. Oh, I probably shouldn't have that on the screen. Whoopsie. This card is a reminder that although you've made it, you must not be complacent, and as there will be those who believe that your position should be theirs. The Seven of Wands asks that you remain self-confident and have courage when facing challenges. It won't always be easy at the top, but you've earned the right to be there. So, yeah, this is like everybody else trying to take your top spot. Everybody else, other forces trying to dethrone you from your sovereignty. So this is kind of a reminder to be vigilant about yourself, about your business, about your craft. So yeah, there's that one thing that you are good at. Just don't rest on your laurels about it. You've got to keep up the practice so that you stay on top, because otherwise these other folks are going to do whatever they can to dethrone you. And that challenge can be good. That competition can be good, because competition breeds innovation, right? So you can look at it as one of two ways. Just a reminder to be vigilant. You can look at it as keeping an eye out for people who don't necessarily have your best interests at heart. Or you can look at it as finding other people to challenge you. Ooh, yeah. That's the message that's coming through. Finding other people to challenge you so that you can remain sharp. Let's see what else the cards have to say about that. What other jumping cards do we have here? A lot of readers have different ways of reading the cards, and I find it fascinating. Some people take whatever's at the bottom of the deck when a card jumps out as what's going on in the background. Some people will do a cut in the middle for the same thing. So it's really fascinating to me, other people's practice, as I continue to develop my own. Like, any time that you are doing any kind of practice, you always need to figure out what works best for you. So we've got the Justice card, and it did come out upside down. So we're going to read through both. The right side up and the upside down. So justice is about fairness, balance, and law. It's another air sign like the wands. The crow flies upward with its wings open. He has nothing concealed. Very, very sumo-like. I'm into sumo. That's a whole other story. His honesty has earned him the respect of his peers, as they know that he will take a balanced and fair approach to every situation. This crow of justice brings the message to take time to see a problem or a difficult challenge from all sides before making any decisions. It's also time to consider all the consequences. Now, it came out reversed, so it may indicate that there is a person who hasn't been completely honest with you. If you look deep inside, that person may even be yourself. It may be a good time to examine your personal truths. So again, we've got that challenge. I really think this is talking about a challenge to your own authority, your own sovereignty. So, just keep that in mind. Keep in mind that the people who may be coming to you because you have that balanced outlook may not always have your best interests at heart. All right. Any other jumpy cards? Any other jumpy cards before we get to the... Yep. Okay. Oh. Interesting. So the Five of Pentacles can go one of two ways. You can either be stingy about what you have, or in this portion of lack that you see down here with these two crows down at the bottom, it could be appreciating what you have. We always consult the book because sometimes when you read through the book, you get other insights that you may not have gotten. But also, like, you're not required to memorize the cards. You will memorize the cards as time goes on with regular practice. But sometimes something else will stick out because each tarot deck is just a teeny bit different from another one. So what does the Five of Pentacles say? The Five of Pentacles tells the story of two different groups of crows. The first group is comfortable and warm, roosting in the tree, while the second group battles the headwind as they hop along the frozen ground, unable to see that relief is just a short distance away. The crows on the ground may have lost everything, but they take comfort in the fact that they still have each other. This card serves as a reminder that even when all appears lost, that there are still opportunities if we look for them. It also serves as a reminder to feed your spirit by focusing less on materialism and more on relationships. So here's how I see this playing out so far. This sounds like somebody is trying to question the thing that you take pride in yourself. That thing that you know that you are good at. That thing that you really trust in yourself. Somebody is trying to shake your authority. And while that can feel like, especially if this is somebody that's part of your core group, this can feel very isolating. This can feel very, like, if you're Virgo like me, if somebody gives you personal criticism as opposed to criticism of your work, it can feel it can be felt very deeply. So your option here, this guidance of the Five of Pentacles, really says, you haven't lost everything. You may think you have, but you haven't. You just need to look around. You've got what you need. It's just you have to look at things from a different point of view. Look at things from a point of view of gratitude, from a point of view of fairness. Being criticized can shake you. So if you want to take the Justice card and really take a step back from the situation, I think that's going to serve you well, because there are always places where we can improve. You may have to build yourself back up from what you perceive as the bottom, but you're not alone. You're not alone, and the challenge is not meant to... The universe will not try to take your crown away from you. But you got to keep earning the crown. And sometimes that means starting over. So yeah, that's a little bit of tough love, but tough love is still love nonetheless. And sometimes we need those hard lessons before we can move forward. And if you did not know, I have started recording these on Twitch, so you can definitely come and join me on Twitch. I will put a little card on the screen with my Twitch channel. So if you want to be in the live reading, you absolutely can. My chat has lots and lots of emotes that are going right now. So we are going to move forward with our reading. And the Ace of Wands just says, let's go. You're on the right track. This may be an affirmation to me, or it may be an affirmation to you all. However you've interpreted the last three cards, the Ace of Wands is saying, yeah, that's right. You know what you're talking about. There's a divine growth that's happening here. So that's what these white feathers represent, is the divine growth, is the divine messenger. And then anytime you have flowers on a card, it's talking about growth. So yeah, whatever challenges are coming up right now, know that it's for your greater good so that you can grow. And sometimes you can only grow when you are seated deep in the ground. Okay. Can I get to the weekly reading now, please, deck? Some weeks, like the last time I did this a couple weeks ago, the deck is so chatty. It has so much to say. Like right now. King of Wands and King of Pentacles. Again, own your sovereignty. Own your sovereignty. And understand that with that sovereignty, you've got the sun going, you've got the star going. You know, your hopes and dreams can be enveloped in that sovereignty. Just make sure that you always give yourself room to grow. You stop learning. Gosh, there's so much divine in that. All right. We done? Are we done? Okay. I'm going to cut the deck one more time. And let's begin. Seven of Cups. Lots of choice in the Seven of Cups. you know, you've got the choices all around you between um, victory and what your heart wants, and challenges and transformation and tradition and ever growing. And what is this one? And letting go. Let's see what the book says. Let's take a look in the book of Crow Tarot. Seven of Cups. The crow rests as she dreams of all the things she wants. Some of her dreams lead to love and victory. Others result in loss, deception. I hate that the snake is considered a symbol of deception. They're such a maligned creature. Anyway. Because she has created so many choices, she is finding it hard to commit to a decision, and as a result, she is stuck in place. The Seven of Cups advises you to take a step back, weigh all of your options, and take time to evaluate the pros and cons of each choice with an eye toward the realistic. It's okay to be a dreamer, but eventually you will need to face reality. And we've really been going through that shift astrologically too. Now, I don't claim to be an expert on astrology. I am still very much a fledgling when it comes to astrology. But I do know that we have had a lot of transitioning from Jupiter, or from Neptune to Jupiter, and now we're into Pluto season. So Neptune, again, very watery, very much like cups, talking about dreams. Jupiter is very much what is. So, and then Pluto is what will be, or consequences. So yeah, for Sunday the 21st, you're going to have a whole bunch of options and dreams that you're going to want to do. Weigh it out first before you make a decision. Next card for Monday the 22nd. Two of Wands. Two of Wands can either be a challenge or balance, depending on how you look at it. Where are my wands? There are my wands. The crows holding the wands do so with patience and balance. It takes skill and strength to maintain the world. When the wands come together, they create a spark that sets an idea into motion, one that has the power to create a path to success. These birds bring opportunities for travel as well as the need to make life-changing decisions. Each journey offers the possibility of new experiences. The Two of Wands urges you to get out of your comfort zone because destiny is waiting. So far we're seeing a lot of choices and then choosing a way forward. So like so many options, make a choice and move forward because destiny is waiting. All right, for Tuesday the 23rd. Ooh, such a pretty card. This is the Nine of Pentacles. Anytime you see a card with the sun on it, that is happiness, that is joy. We've got a butterfly on here, and we recently did a meditation on the butterfly. Butterfly talks about transformation, about growth, about coming into yourself. We have the authority of the wolf here with the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is like, you're so close to that happily ever after. You've earned this. You have earned what you have in front of you. Let us consult the pages. Don't mind me, I'm a little silly. The crow is in harmony with nature. It sits upon the wolf as the sun casts a loving, warm light over the blossoming tree and abundant piles of coins. Unbothered by the bird, the wolf at peace represents a quietness of spirit and the ability to control one's emotions. In the distance is a dense green tree, symbolizing a comfortable, stable home. The Nine of Pentacles may represent near completion of a goal or an objective that will be successful once finished. It may also point to a life of wealth and comfort, both materially and emotionally. We've been talking a lot in the past few weeks about letting go of things that are dead and gone. And we've also been talking about taking charge the last few weeks. We've had a lot of the royal suit, especially our queens, and our King of Cups as well, being like, know thyself, set a plan, go forward. You are so close to realizing this. This looks like you've been doing a lot of shadow work the last few weeks. And so you're imagining what your life is going to be like when you take those leaps. And then your Two of Wands is saying, be decisive, make a choice, because that happiness, that growth, that manifestation is right on your doorstep. Right on your doorstep. Oh, so happy. Let's turn it over for Wednesday the 24th. We have the sun. Oh, it's so happy. Look at that big old sun. We got a nice relaxed horse who is like just enjoying life along with the crow. We got sunflowers. Sunflowers are always just so happy. I love the sunflower meme where it's like it's a cloudy day and sunflowers will look at each other for their sunshine. I find that to be the sweetest nod of nature and brotherhood or connection, I guess. The sun, optimism, positivity, success, happiness, and good fortune. The crow stands fearlessly on the back of a glistening white horse, with her wings reaching outward in freedom. She is open to the radiant energy of the sun as it illuminates her soul and brings success and all she desires to accomplish. She comes to you with the message that luck is on your side and you will soon feel the brightness and warmth of the sun. Bask in all of the potential entering into your life at this time and allow the energy to raise your frequency. Oh, such a happy card. Let's keep it going. So we are on Thursday the 25th. All right. So we've got the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles is always about keeping balance and like not letting things fall. Not letting things fall through the cracks. Let's see. Life offers infinite possibilities. You got the infinity sign right there. The crow is in constant motion, juggling her day-to-day responsibilities with her goals and aspirations. It is only through devoting time to both that they remain in balance. The Two of Pentacles is a reminder to ensure that the small daily tasks are not dropped, because doing so could jeopardize long-term goals. The Two of Pentacles asks that you take inventory of responsibilities to make sure that you are managing everything. It is very easy to let things get disregarded when you're working on a big project or when you're doing this deep spirit work that we've all been called to do in recent days. So honestly, by managing the little things with your Two of Pentacles, so making sure that the dishes are done, making your bed every day, tidying up your workspace. These are all things that are going to help you in the long run, because decluttering your mind of all the things you need to do creates space for those deeper things that you want to do. So just try to maintain that balance is what this is saying. Yes, you've got awesome things on the way. Awesome things are on the way. But you got to make sure that the nitty-gritty is done too. Um so yeah, it's just calling on making sure that your house is in order. It doesn't have to be, spick and span and navy clean, but it should at least be, are your dishes done? Do you have clean clothes? Have you brushed your teeth today? Um, I know some of those can be very challenging. Speaking as somebody who has autoimmune deficiencies and stuff, I know. I know that some days it can be very challenging to get out of bed and take a shower or brush my teeth. But you got to try. Because the longer you let those things go, the bigger the mountain it's going to be for you to pull yourself out of. So this is your encouragement from me. I know we've been going through a lot. We've been slogging through a lot lately. Try to do at least 2 things a day. We're going to go with the 2 from the Pentacles. Try to do 2 things a day that will benefit you and your house. Do the dishes. Make your bed. Brush your teeth. Take a shower. Make yourself something that's really healthy. And I don't even mean like something like overwhelming. If you've got like freezer vegetables, heat them up in the microwave with some butter. Get some veggies in your system. Take care of yourself, take care of your home, because that's going to give you the strength and the space and the lack of distraction to do the bigger things that are going to lead to this happiness. The lack of distraction is what's coming through. All right, Friday the 26th. Hey, there's our King of Wands back again. Oh, King of Wands saying hang on to that. Hang on to that sovereignty. Let's go, my friends. What does this fun crow and lion pair say? The King of Wands is an entrepreneurial bird who can take a concept and fly with it. Under the supervision of the king, the idea transforms into reality, and he will reach its highest potential. He is relentless in his pursuit of perfection, with laser-like vision focuses on the goal. He is charismatic, a natural-born leader, and although at times he can be a bit arrogant, in the reading, the energy of the King of Wands represents either yourself or someone else who has a clear vision of what needs to be accomplished for a project to be successful. Take this as confirmation that focused energy will result in positive and fruitful outcomes. Okay, so King is coming in to support you making your choice, you being decisive, you managing your tasks so that you can support this. Look at all this fire energy, all this sun. This is happy stuff. This is like, we've been working so hard towards this. This is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Last card, Ace of Swords. It came out reversed, so we're going to take a look at the definition. I don't like to do reverse, but sometimes it comes out like that for a reason, so I pay attention. The Ace of Swords brings dynamic raw energy for those who have the mental. I don't know why my nose is so itchy. For those who have the mental and physical strength. It offers a power that will quickly break through any barrier. The Ace of Swords represents a time of ideas, problem solving, and quick-mindedness. Whether you are arguing for a cause or answering questions during a job interview, you will feel prepared to articulate your position with passion and purpose. Now, reversed, the Ace of Swords suggests that you are having a hard time completing a project because there is a lack of vision. I don't think this was supposed to come out Um, I don't think this was supposed to come out reverse. I think this is supposed to be right side up. This is a very decisive, victorious reading overall. So here's how I'm looking at all of this. The last few weeks, we have been letting go of things. And now there's so much possibility because we have so much space in our spirit, in our heart, in our physical bodies because of the things that we're letting go. You know, we've been challenging ourselves. And not only that, we've been answering the call. You notice that this is the first week the death card hasn't come up in, like, because we had several weeks where the death card, or not the death card, the Ten of Swords came up. This is the first week where it hasn't come up. I am so proud of you all for doing the work that you need to do. You are killing it with this. You've got so many options ahead of you. You may have a little bit of choice paralysis. Okay? That's all right. This itchiness is going to be the death of me. But I'm leaving it in. I'm leaving it in, folks. Okay. So, you've made space. The Seven of Cups shows you all your options. All your options are like coming into you. The Ace of Swords and the Two of Wands are saying, listen, you've got this. You know yourself. You know where you want to be. Make decisions to get there. The King of Wands is saying, yes. The King of Wands is calling you to be calling on you to be decisive. So is the Ace of Swords. Be decisive. Don't cut corners. Keep everything in balance. Don't cut your corners here. You've got so much sunshine coming into your life. The days are getting lighter, and so is your burden. Your burden is going to get lighter. Just recall what our jumping cards said earlier. Sometimes when you let go of all that stuff, you may feel like you don't have anything left. I get it. That's not necessarily the case. You have created room. You've created room for something transformative in your spirit, in your heart. And it's going to change your life. It is going to change your life. This is a great reading, talking about being super decisive. I am so happy with this. I know I've been rambling for a bit, and I thank OG Twidark, who is my editor, because he's going to make this look awesome. And I thank you all so much for listening to me ramble about how awesome this reading is. My friends, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of us for all the work we've been doing, because I've been there too. I've been right with you, you know, facing that Ten of Swords energy and critically looking at what I needed to let go. And there is like a collective trauma that we are all starting to let go of, that we're starting to forgive ourselves for. After we've obviously apologized to anybody that we have hurt along the way. We're doing the work. You've got, the rewards are coming. So I would like to leave you with that. And thank you all so much for watching. If you would like to help out this podcast, please consider checking out my Patreon at patreon.com/Resonant Moon. I post free content such as notices of when I'm going live for these podcasts and for live tarot paintings, which I'm going to be doing right after the end of this recording. You can also help by hitting the like and subscribe button. And if you do sign up for our Patreon, you can get a free monthly tarot pull from me as part of your membership level. You can also book a reading with me at facebook.com/Resonant Moon Readings. All the links are going to be in the description. If you have comments or insights, please either leave them below or email me at resonantmoonaudio@gmail.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time, my wonderful celestial beings. Bye.